I was once asked by an administrator at Cal State LA what my major was. And when I mentioned rhetoric, which is the art of using language to communicate effectively, he looked at me. Through condescending eyes, almost as if I had just told him a joke he didn't quite catch the punchline to. Through a half-curled smile and a vacant attempt at holding back a laugh, he said, "Rhetoric? I would have guessed fashion." Then, stumbling over his words, I continued to look at him sideways. He continued digging himself into a deeper hole. I just figured such a pretty girl would be more interested in more feminine things. And I stopped myself. See, I could have lunged at him. I could have grabbed the envelope opener off of his desk, held it to his throat, and refused to listen to him, but I didn't. I simply stood there in passive compliance and let him finish signing off on my grad check. I've always been told that you don't bite the hand that feeds you. What you do is wait until you're full and then you burn down the fucking kitchen. So I asked him for clarification, what exactly do you mean by feminine? And the details of his answer are about as relevant as his identity. See, he had no idea what he even meant. The intentions of that comment were probably lost somewhere between sexism and his pathetic attempt at trying to hit on someone half his age. Not being taken seriously at first glance is something I've dealt with my whole life. Girls like me are often expected to be just that and nothing more, but contrary to first glance, I have always been more brains than boobs. Men like him have taught me that expectations are sharp, which is why I am always out to prove a point. The same men who wouldn't think twice about looking at us in lust would second guess themselves before they ever actually listen to what we have to say. The problem with that is I've always been a little larger than the average woman, so their expectations never quite fit me. They were always too small. See, I wear my womanhood proud. I wear it ball gown, lipstick, mascara, and blush. Do not ask me to tone that down so that your life can make more sense. I will not be less me so that you can feel more comfortable being more you. I will not play small to serve you or your assumptions of what hobbies I should have simply because I am looking good today. And you happen to find me attractive. As women, we are given two options, smart or beautiful. But the idea that femininity is the absence of the capacity to critically think is nothing more than a delusion conjured up by men who are threatened by our ability to balance the two. As women, we own the right to be fly. Patent is no longer pending, we invented the concept. It is how we rule, how we write, and how we live, graceful like the wind in our hair, fierce like single mothers. We are the iron fists in the silk gloves, the AK-47s plated in gold. We are grenades that explode with the scent of cocoa butter. We harness, equal to men, the amount of strength needed to either rebuild mankind or keep it begging and sobbing for mercy on its knees before us. The only difference is, when we go to war, well, we make that shit look good. You feel me? Thank you.